Last time on Ghost of Tsushima.
The banners you've brought are a fitting tribute to all the heroes of Komada.
Make sure our people remember the fallen.
I'll do more. I'll teach others to honor the samurai by resisting the Mongols to the very end. Please, take this final token to commemorate all you've given to Tsushima and me.
Endure together. A heart refusing to fail. Overcome the odds.
Hola amigos, Ghost here, and today we continue the story of the Ghost. We have uncovered nearly every secret that the province of Kamiagata and the whole of Tsushima has to offer. From bamboo strikes and hot springs to vanity gear, records, and artifacts. The very few secrets that remain will soon be ours. Now it is time to liberate Kamiagata from the Mongols and trap the Khan and his remaining forces in the town and port of Izumi. Let's do this! The first piece of Mongol territory that we will strike against is the Bitter Hills Garrison. Our rewards are minor legend increase and 10 steel.
Сумын хүрэлцэхгүй штэ. Сумын байсан юм байна шүү дээ. Мартаа натаа.
Now I can use my hearing abilities.
quick!
Bam. With that, Bitter Hill's Garrison has been liberated. Looks like this Mongol artifact was just outside the garrison. Let's take a look. Hacha. As the Mongol Empire has expanded, it has drawn upon the military and engineering expertise of conquered regions across the Asian continent. One example of this is the Hwacha, a siege weapon first developed in Korea. The Hwacha is a mobile cart capable of shooting dozens or even hundreds of arrows in a single volley, with a range of up to several hundred feet. It is quite an impressive feat of engineering as a weapon, a very powerful weapon. That, as I said, it was created in Korea. So that is the I think the Chinese name of Korea, the Goryeo. I don't know how to pronounce it actually. Is the Korean the Chinese word for it? I think. I don't think it's. It could be the Korean word for their own for Korea, but I'm not 100% sure. But I remember. But that's what they called Korea at this time, and this was one impressive weapon. I think it was utilized against the samurai during their invasion some hundred years, like 300 years later. But I'm not 100% sure. It was still a great weapon when it was first used, and as we've seen throughout this series, it is a deadly weapon. Next up, we travel south of Cedar Temple to liberate the Silk Farm from the Mongols. Our rewards are minor legend increase and 14 iron.
Agıntırdık. Huge fish water. Huge болсон гүй шүү.
칭하루. 빛기 꼬이.
Wing. Tang's wing. Telling on Asti. Erin Hantilbagger. Herr Kent Pagayu. Oi, 우노기 자하르다. 소모다. 솜나슨 벌검주. 야물리긴 하고. 안내경 하르고. Oi, 우노기 자하르다. 에누 oi. 이제니 없지. 벌치라.
Our legend grows. We are now the ghost of Tsushima. And that means... Oh, charm of uneven standing. Sticky bombs knock down all affected targets, leaving them vulnerable for longer. A strong ability if you use sticky bombs a lot, which I do. I might use this soon once I go through all the charms and select which ones I want to use again. But it is a strong one. It is very strong. Anyone in these holding cells? Nope. Alright, if we take a look. The silk farm has been liberated. Looks like the Mongol artifact was just next to where we were at. Once we got our final thing of legend. Fire Lance. The Fire Lance first appeared as a small gunpowder pyrotechnic device attached to a spear in order to shock opponents at the start of melee engagements. With successive advances over the past 300 and 400 years, the pyrotechnic device has become more powerful. Current fire lances dispense with the spear tip, instead discharging flame, debris, and pelts at a range of about 10 feet. We faced this weapon multiple times, many times in fact, throughout this series. It is a powerful weapon. I think it has bases in real life. I'm not 100% sure what weapon it's exactly based off. I'm not sure if I ever heard of a fire lance in real life, but I definitely know of hand cannons and such things. and it could be a real thing. It also could be a inspiration of an actual weapon used, but it's interesting nonetheless. Before we head to the next place to liberate, we're back at Jogaku Temple to go to the gift altar. Nasa Baba's wrath, demonic visage for our fearsome warrior. It's very much similar to that of the Ghost Mask and the Sakai Mask in terms of how it's depicted. It's a nice mask. It's a very nice mask. We also get 10 leather, 10 steel, 10 yew wood, and 100 supplies. Alright, let's collect the next thing. 100 supplies. Okay, and again, 100 supplies. Alright, there we go. Now let's go find a trapper so we can upgrade some more of our equipment.
Do you need a new quiver or satchel?
Let's see. Quick fire, we can increase this twice. We have enough predator hide, so we're going to do so.
An excellent choice.
Bam. Then we're going to go to range capacity. Let us see. We have the ability to upgrade our hallucination darts to the final level, so we can have 4.
Only the best for you.
And the firecracker we have 2. Let's see. I think we should have enough for both. Yep. Let's do the black powder bomb first to get 4.
An excellent choice.
And then to the firecracker we get the first upgrade.
Worthy of a samurai.
And the final upgrade. And there we go.
That's all I
Every
can
single
give you
one.
right now.
I'll see you again.
Thank you for the assistance. Now,
May your
if
hunt
we...
be successful.
Of course. Now if we take a look at our gear, our sword is fully upgraded, our stabbing sword is upgraded, our bow is both our bows are fully upgraded, all of our equipment has all the max amount we can have for each one. We have all the upgrades now for our gear, for our swords, for our bows. And we have, I think, almost every single charm in the base game. So, we are pretty powerful at this point. We started off as a broken samurai, and now we are the powerful and infamous Ghost. Next up, we will liberate Twilight's Edge Overlook from the Mongols. Our rewards are minor legend increase and 14 iron. With that, Twilight's Edge Overlook has been liberated. Looks like the Mongol artifact was right next to the fire. Let's take a look. Uvo, a feature of Mongolia folk religious practices. The Uvo is a sacred stone heap typically used as an altar or shrine. The rock formation sometimes includes a stick to which worshippers tie a blue ceremonial scarf known as a gakdag that symbolizes the open sky of Tengir or Tengar, chief god of the Mongol people. Fascinating. Very fascinating. Next up, we will liberate High Point Guard posts from the Mongols. Our rewards are minor legend increase and 10 steel.
Come and fight!
Ой, өнөөхийг чи харлаа. Очиж барь. Сумуда.
And with that, High Point Guard Post has been liberated from the Mongols. And the Mongol artifact that was within this outlook is right here. Dishware and pottery. While ceramics and pottery are well-known products of China, these fragile materials are ill-suited to the Mongols' nomadic lifestyle. Containers traditionally used by the Mongols are made from wood, metal, and leather. Makes sense. Makes very much sense for them to have a different type of pottery and dishware, the stuff that they use for their kind of lifestyle. It makes so much more sense, and it's cool. These things look very cool. I wonder if these are based off actual Mongol pottery, like this design and style. This stuff is fascinating to me. Next up, we will liberate Icy Forest Crossroads from the Mongols. Our rewards are minor legend increase and 10 steel.
Тэнд нэг юм хөдөлсөн. Чи яг юм харсан юм уу?
байстаарлаа. Тэр мөн байстаарлаа. Ой. Мардаж болохгүй шүү. Зүгцэн болоо та. Хин ингэв харуу. Окей, битгий.
Bam! I see Forest Crossroads has been liberated. And the Mongol artifact within the Crossroads is right here. Let's take a look. Hide. Leather and hides are used by the Mongols for a variety of applications. Everything from straps, string, and baskets, to boots, saddle flaps, and even painted wall art are fabricated from the material. I think many civilizations have used hides for such things. It is a useful tool slash material to do such things. I like the jizzle physics. God, I have 8 brain. Anyway, it's still very fascinating nonetheless. The last piece of Mongol territory that we can liberate at this very moment is the mountain pass. Our rewards are minor legend increase and 10 steel.
Харуу. Үгүй. Ой, өнөөхийг чи хардаа. Харахгүй бай. Тэд энэс мутар чадахгүй. Би самараа болтно. Нэг хүсэл цаашаа. Уусаа болтно. Ой, өнөөхийг чи хардаа. Би харахгүй. Дөрвиш пассан болоо. Сумтер аваас тийсэн. Хардаа.
And with that, the mountain pass has been liberated. And the final Mongol artifact in Tsushima is in this camp, in this tent right here. Let's take a look. Mongolian coins. Genghis Khan authorized the use of paper currency near the end of his reign, but many areas of the empire continue to use coins for investment and trade. Under Mongol Khan, a universal measure for currency based on the skuki, or silver ingot, was implemented. Foreign subjects of the empire are still allowed to mint coins in the denominations and weights they traditionally use. Very fascinating. I think this is one of the main reasons why the Mongol Empire was able to be so vast for the amount of time that it was, because it was able to be like to use weapons and cultural things of other traditions for itself, but also allow those subjects to use their own things still. Granted, it did collapse. Like after Genghis Khan, it was split up into like two or three major empires, and then from there it continued to split into pieces and pieces. But either way, it was it's very fascinating to learn a little bit of history using this, and I'm definitely gonna look up the history of like Mongolian coins and how that currency kind of stuff correlates from what this game is saying to what historians may be saying. Not saying this is at all lying or anything. It's like it makes me want to actually look up to see how accurate this history is compared to the real life stuff. But either way, it's still very fascinating stuff to be able to have all these Mongol artifacts and just to learn about different aspects of their culture. The same way that we learn a bunch about Tsushima samurai culture. Because granted, even though Tsushima's samurai culture is very romanticized compared to real life samurai at this point, it still provides somewhat of a cultural lens to like what this may have looked like or semi looked like, or how they may have wanted to be portrayed in the future, etc., etc. All of this is just beautiful. I love the history aspect of this game so much, and these artifacts are just a great addition to that teaching of history. With the majority of Kamiagata now liberated from the Mongols, the Khan will be forced to stay within the port of Izumi and the village of Izumi. These two will soon fall to us, but for now we will travel across Kamiagata to see if any of the people of Kamiagata need our help.
My lord!
Let me help you.
Too late. Help my family. We've been poisoned.
Poisoned? Where is your family?
Cabin up the hill, by the cliffs.
The cost of fear.
He's gone. Need to find that cabin. Save his family if I can. This must be that man's family. Open the door. My name is Jinsakai.
The ghost! You poisoned us. Isn't that enough?
I did no such thing.
We heard what you did at the castle. How you killed all those people.
They were Mongols. I would never harm you.
Wherever you go, death follows. We'll never let you in.
You'll die without medicine and food. I'll bring it. Should be a camp up the mountain. Might have what they need. Good. No one here. Maybe out hunting. Medicine should stop the poison. Food will give those people strength. Get all this back to the cabin. smoke. Mongols burning the cabin.
Der Moonbase-Tadler! Wir hießen Hun. Der Moonbase... Чихаргу! Яг юм харсан юм уу? Очиж!
You're wounded. Let me help you.
No one can help me now. I'm sorry.
What about the others?
They're all dead. It was the Mongols. And when we didn't die, they came with fire. If I'd let you in before... Shh. You came back?
Find peace. How do we survive if we don't trust each other?
And with that, we have completed the cost of fear. And we gain Charm of Fire Doctrine, a stealth charm. It is a minor stealth charm. Burning an enemy has a 15% chance to terrify nearby enemies. Another useful charm for a terrifying ghost build. Rest in peace. The Mongols that did this are dead, and the rest will soon follow them. I'm sorry I could not get here quicker and earlier to help you. Rest in peace once more. I must say, that mission, that little story is quite beautiful in my opinion, in the sense that it's kind of rich in storytelling. Because as Jin and that family thought, trust is a major point throughout this entire game. Trust between Shimura and Sakai, trust between him and his friend who turned into a traitor, trust between him and Yuna, trust with a lot of them. And to see how certain people trust Jin even without even knowing him, and others not trusting him because of his actions that he has to do against the Mongols, is just very interesting. And we also kind of see another instance of the consequences of Jin's actions of becoming the ghost. The poison he used was then taken by the Khan and recreated by the Khan, and was used against the people of Kin Sanctuary. And then it was used here against this family. And then when they didn't die because of that, the Mongols try to murder them, just plain out. It's almost nearly every single one of these side stories has so much interesting depth to them that you don't think about when you first play them, or you don't really I wouldn't say pay attention, but don't notice at the beginning. Because if Jin didn't use that poison at the castle, the Khan would have never figured out that you could even use such poison against the samurai, against the people of Tsushima. And that has all these cascading effects, meaning that Jin has to make sure that the Khan doesn't escape, that he dies, that the poison is never used against the mainland or against other people. It's very fascinating. Other story missions are just have all their own little side things that relate to the main story and such. Honestly, that's what most side missions should do. They should build off the main story in some way. And that, honestly, even though it's a sad conclusion to that little side story with the family dying, at least in the end they found peace, knowing, at least I assume so, that they knowing that we killed those who killed them, and that we weren't the monster that they thought we were, and that we were actually trying to help them. Man, that's just it. It's a great little side story, though sad that it is. Either way, it was a good one. After traveling around Kamiagata, the only people that needed help was that family, and unfortunately they passed before we could provide proper medicine to them. But luckily the Mongols that killed them have been slain. Now let's head back to Jogaku Temple and speak with Yuna. A gathering storm. Yuna, Ishikawa, Masako, Norio. Everyone is gathered at Jogaku Temple, even Genji. I can't let them down. I should check on Yuna. We need to plan our attack against the Khan's stronghold in Port Izumi. Our rewards are major legend increase. Let's do this!
It's good to have some extra hands around here.
How are the others?
Ready to follow wherever you lead. The sensei told them you're the only person on Tsushima who can kill the Khan.
I can't do it alone. Or without a plan of attack.
And we know he's at Port Izumi, surrounded by an army.
We need to know the weakness in their defense, how to get past them, and where to find the Khan.
Sounds like we need a hawk's view of the place. I know where we can get one. We'll have cover of darkness if we leave now.
Port Izumi.
Port Izumi. We'll have a better view from the lighthouse. Just need to get up there.
Without being noticed. Let's move.
A gathering storm.
Why would the Khan come up here?
He'll sail for our mainland. Attack it, just like he did here. This is our last chance to stop him.
These flowers.
The same ones I used to make my poison.
The Mongols have been here picking them.
To use against us.
Did we do the right thing at your uncle's castle?
I took a risk, and my poison saved thousands.
What if it kills thousands more?
We have to stop the Khan before it comes to that.
You're right. We need to kill him. Soon.
We can't get in the front, but we could climb around the cliff.
And sneak in through the back. Lead the way.
Hindwan, Hanoi. Boilot.
True.
What's in all these barrels? Supplies?
Flowers. Poison. One barrel holds enough to kill hundreds. Khan will use this against the mainland. We can't let him leave Tsushima. We'll scout Port Izumi from the top of the lighthouse.
Right behind you.
Look at the waves. They're flat.
The kind you see before a storm.
That could work to our advantage. For now, we'll leave the lighthouse dark. Make sure the Mongols can't use it when the storm hits.
You can relight it once they're gone. Let's get a look at the port. Over here.
Let's find our plan of attack. The harbor master's estate. The Khan may have taken it for himself.
Close to the docks. And his fleet. Makes sense.
See how the birds are circling?
Like they're scared of something on its way.
The storm. Preparing to fly inland for shelter. We could place archers there.
Force the Mongols to fight uphill?
Khotan would send horsemen to outflank us. The Mongols left that area empty,
Too open. Can't defend it.
but a good place for an ambush. That ridge has an open sightline to the Mongol fleet.
Imagine what we could do to their ships if we had our own watchers.
Khan is almost ready to sail for our mainland. With ships full of men, explosives, and my poison. If we don't stop him here, the shogunate will fall.
The storm is our key to beating him.
When it comes, the Khan will have to shelter his fleet in the bay. That's when we strike.
Destroy his ships and everything on them. To do this, we'll need Mongol weapons.
A simple task for a master thief.
We'll need fighters too.
A small force could distract the Mongols, while I get inside Port Izumi. Kill the Khan.
It could work.
Let's get back to Jogaku and prepare.
And with that, a gathering storm has been completed. Our plan has been created. Now all we must do is execute it and strike against the Khan. And with that, we conclude today's chapter of the Ghost Story. I hope you all enjoyed today's chapter. I certainly did. Until next time, it's a Ghost, signing out.